Pascal and OG have really taken off this year. Have you been following their games, and what do you make of their improvement?
They've been playing well. I haven't got a chance to catch every game, but a few games I catch, they're playing well. Obviously, they're our next team that we're going to play, and so you see what they've been doing. But, they're taking off where they left off. OG's getting finally a chance to play every game, a lot of minutes, so his improvement's just going to keep getting better, as well as Pascal. Him being a number one option, number two option there is great for him. He's going to learn and keep growing.
Especially with OG, did you anticipate him growing like that? He's really taking
his first 2 years he went down in some deep playoff runs. Last year ended up winning the championship. So he wants to get better.
Doc said it seemed more realistic to have Paul out there. It was good to see him finally on the court. Has it sunk in for you to finally play against Paul and have his debut so near?
It's really not playing against him, but the debut's going to make it more realistic once we're out there playing. And I'm just happy for him, happy that he's healthy and able to play.
Well, what about your game is kind of carried over from last season, especially in the playoffs? As the playoffs went on, your playmaking really took a big jump, and looks like it's you're back at it, doing that again.
Just my mindset, you know what I mean? Just coming in, preparing for another season. Having the confidence that, I have 2 under my belt, man. So, I'm able to do it, you know what I mean? So it's about just challenging myself to get better, wanting to do it over and over and over again. And, that's pretty much it.
Right. Has the decision to come home been fulfilling at what you thought it would be so far?
I'm able to see my family after the games. I'm in, Southern California, beautiful weather. I'm at my house. Everything's been good. It's season mode right now.
Your ability to block out the noise is rather unique for some athletes. How important has that been to adapt to these kind of circumstances?
I think it's just, how it was brought up. Never really read the newspaper articles. Just focused on my game. It wasn't for me too. I came from not being ranked to going to a D1 scholarship and then drafted in the NBA. So outside noise doesn't mean anything to me. It's just about me, my group of team that I'm with, the organization that I'm with now, and focusing on that goal.
Kawhi, outside of the championship, what will you remember about your year in Toronto?
The guys, the journey, you know what I mean? Also the country, the city, it was amazing. And, it's just so much. You could keep going on and talking about it. But
when you were in Vancouver, you talked about the reception you got from the people up there. Do you see that many ex-Canadians down here that continue their love and appreciation for what you
I was just telling someone the other day, it's shocking to me how many Canadians do live here in America or just visiting, just walking around, people saying I'm from Toronto or you from, Winnipeg or these different cities in Canada. And, you'll never know unless you, go play out there, I guess, and then they recognize your talent for playing with the Raptors.
Did your experience there, was it better than you kind of anticipated going into it? Obviously the basketball side worked out great, but the whole time you had more than maybe you thought it would be when you got traded there.
I never went in with a negative mindset, and playing with Corey Joseph and San Antonio, him being from that area in Toronto, I knew what the city kind of brought, just going out there, playing games, hanging out with him and his friends, him taking me and showing me the city. So I always felt positive with the trade. And, the front office, I knew it was great already with Masai being in there. So it was never a negative thing. I always was open and minded about it.
Well, even though you all haven't played a minute together yet, how have you tried to get to know each other and form a bond?
As well as off the court, I hung out with him, previous times, even before being on teams. But, now it's just about translating it on court. And the only thing you could do is just play, It's hard to do it, any other way. You got to go out there, play, like I said, make mistakes, argue, and then having great communication and then moving forward.
Kawhi, for me. Coming up all right, how did that motivate you, especially when you went today?
I mean, I just had a focus, you know what I mean? You know, I always play with it with high talented players that were ranked. And I just kept a focus level and, you know, just kept my mind on my goal was to get into college first, get that scholarship. And then once I got that completed, then, you know, I had my eyes on NBA. So I just kept working and working on my weaknesses, really.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.